Hey, what is going on, SMT Nation? It's your boy, the SMT. I've got huge news coming out of Ting Mobile. It looks like they are changing all of their wireless plans. My goodness, they are basically, they're going complete 180, and they're changing the way they're going to be marketing their plans. They're going with the quote-unquote choose smarter moniker. Under the new Dish ownership, they're switching things up. So without further ado, I'm going to get you privy to all that is going on with these new Ting Mobile plans. I opened up with the first image with the $10 a month for the Flex plan. With this plan, you're getting unlimited talk and text, and at $10 a month, you're basically going to just go with a pay-as-you-go option for high-speed data. Starts at $5 per gig of usage. Obviously, if you're someone who has very limited cellular data use, mostly connected to Wi-Fi, or you just don't use much cellular data, this could be a viable option for you. Again, you're paying as you go here, $5 per gig. Something to consider here based on those restrictions. You are getting unlimited talk and text. You are getting full coverage with LTE and 5G, and you are sharing data access across any lines that you have. So that being said, for limited users, might be something to consider. Transitioning over to the second plan, we have plan number 2 is Set 5. Unlimited talk and text, 5 gigs of high-speed data, all of which could be used for tethering and hotspot. This will set you back $25. Again, if you're going to be doing the pay-as-you-go and you're using maybe like 3 gigs of data, that wouldn't really make sense to go that way. You would just go ahead and get this plan. So if you're like a 4 or 5 gig user, this might fit the bill. So considering that, might be a decent option for you. Shifting over to plan number 3. In the unlimited plan, you're getting yourself unlimited talk, text, and data with options for hotspots. So that kind of shakes things up a little bit here. The reason this one might be a little bit viable for most people that are considered to be quote-unquote heavy users is this one's going to give you 22 gigs of fast data or high-speed data. This is essentially LTE or 5G. This plan kind of gives you some sort of edge, is that it gives you up to 12 gigs that can be used as tethering and hotspot. After that 22 gigs of high-speed data, though, you are going to be throttled down to 2G speeds. Lastly, we have the Unlimited Pro plan, and with this plan, you're going to be getting unlimited talk and text just like all the other plans, but you're going to be getting 35 gigs of high-speed data. Again, all high-speed data considered to be LTE and 5G. In this particular plan, the highlight feature is 30 gigs of those 35 gigs can be used as tethering and hotspot. Also subject to that same deprio, after the allotment of data 35 gigs, you're going to be slowed down to 2G speeds. So some of the terminology you got to be hip to is the first thing, high speed pertains to LTE and 5G connectivity. The other piece to this is on any allotment of data, once you use that amount of high speed, you get shifted down to 2G deprioritization. And it's not really deprio, it's more of a permanent throttle for the remainder of the billing cycle. So that's something important to note. Also, for the add-on data that they offer, you can purchase add-on data, and then what happens is after you use your allotted amount for the month, it would activate the purchase data and then carry over if it's not all used within that month. So that kind of gives you some flexibility there. So kind of nice, but there are some things, again, you have to consider. I would say that are some drawbacks. For those that have the old legacy plans for Ting, don't fret. You get to keep those plans if you want. So legacy Ting plans will remain for current existing customers. You can keep them if you like. But if you do decide to switch to another plan, you cannot revert back to those old Ting plans, those legacy plans. So please make sure you do think about all those factors and you make that decision very carefully if you do decide to switch. So in this case, I think Ting has become more competitive with the rest of the prepaid market. If you kind of noticed something based on the new Dish ownership, this new plan shakeup kind of aligns with what they're doing with Boost Mobile. For the most part, it's basically set up the same way. Very, very similar here. So it's a shift away from the previous pay-as-you-go plans that Ting was offering before. It might be viable for some people. It might be bringing in a new type of customer, but it's definitely different than the traditional pay-as-you-go options that the legacy Ting plans were offering. So does it make them more competitive with certain parts of unlimited data plans? I think it does, but it shifts away from the core customer that Ting has always focused on. And Ting's mantra has always been, customer care and minimalist use and being in control of your bill because you don't really need to use too much cellular data. And hopefully the customer care hangs around, and it's nice to see that legacy customers can keep the old plans if they want. But these plans are clearly different. This is definitely a seismic shift at Ting's plans and what they're doing for offers. And clearly you could see that the company is moving in a different direction in the unlimited plan marketplace. The lower end plans are still kind of similar to what Ting was doing before, but still, they are quite different. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Maybe you're a Ting customer. You keeping what you have, or are you thinking about moving to one of these newer plans? Love to hear what you have to say on that. If you're a prepaid or MVNO customer and is now looking at some of these Ting plans as a legitimate option, maybe you could tell me why you think they make more sense for you. Do you plan on switching to Ting and giving it a shot? Love to hear what you have to say. Go ahead and voice your opinion down in the comment section below. The voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Thank you for taking this opportunity to watch the SMT YouTube channel. If you appreciated this video, give it a like and a share to all your favorite social media platforms. Thank you in advance for that. Also, check out some of the links in the description box. We have the SMT Patreon page. We also have the Twitter handle at SneedTech. And do check out the audio-only podcast available on all the major podcast platforms. And if you are new and have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and activate the bell notification icon so you never miss an upload from the SMT. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace.